Hey guys, George at Soundtraxx here. This week we're going to talk about what it takes to install SoundCar into some of our highly detailed and expensive rolling stock that we can get in the market today. So let's get started. Now what I have in front of me is a brand new release from a cooperation between Tangent Scale Models and Home Shops. And this is allowing people to have custom home road names built in these models. Now this is from our friend Greg McCombs, who models the Michigan Interstate, who's also the proprietor of MacRail Products. Now, one of the biggest challenges that comes to us when it comes to installing SoundCar is how do I get into the model? Now, for those of us who remember the Athearn Blue Box days, we find that these models today are so much more detailed than anything we ever had. Now, as a caveat to that, they also have a lot more detail parts, which means a lot of extra parts applied, which seems to make it harder to get into the model. Now, for some of you who remember, when we look at a model like this, the underframe would come out and pop out and we'd have an open shell. But with all the brake lines and brake rigging and all the handrails and grab irons and everything on the model, how do we get into the model so that we can add a SoundCar? Well, luckily, it's a lot easier than it looks. Now, this applies to a lot of the Tangent models as well as some Intermountain hoppers and some of the other cars. Now, every design is going to be a little bit different, so check out the design and the exploded view that comes with your model so that you can see how it comes apart. Now, in this particular case, in this 4750 hopper, there's actually a very fine seam that runs right up along the roof line, both on either side of the walkway. Now, we can take this apart with a simple X-Acto knife. Now, we can reach in here and work it loose. Just very slowly and methodically work that knife in along the line. And what happens when you're done with that, the roof simply pops off. Now, the only thing you'll have to be careful for is if these end platforms actually have any supporting stirrups, or in this case, this side piece here actually does have a part of the etched metal that fits into the actual body. So when we carefully remove that, you're going to find that the car is completely open. With the weights held in place with two screws, we can simply take that out. Now we can actually replace the trucks with powered pickup trucks, or we can simply make our home wipers to fit on the back of the wheels, and then route the wires carefully and methodically up into the body shell, paint it to where you'll never see it, and then bring it up in. And then you can mount your SoundCar decoder right here on the underside, mounted with your speaker, and then simply put this back in place and put a little bit of glue in place to hold it. There it goes. And it simply fits right back into place. Now, this also allows you to add a little bit extra weight because a lot of these cars run a little bit light. Now, this method can be applied to a wide range of cars. I've actually found this method to work on the 4750 car like you see here, those 86-foot long Grenville auto parts box cars that Tangent makes, and as well as a host of other ones. And then also looking at the Intermountain hoppers, a lot of them are designed exactly the same way. So again, check your references, check with the manufacturer, find out how to get into the model and see what it takes. Now, I'm not actually going to do the installation here on camera. You guys have seen that before. So be sure to check out some of the prior installations we've done with SoundCar. But what I wanted to do was to show you exactly how to get into the model so that you can put SoundCar in your models.